Hey everybody, it's Brady from Maritarotjuana. Today's date is 4/22/2019. Today I'm doing a tarot by number or numerology and tarot. It's AKA flight card reading. I got it from Flight Boss. He's an astrologer. He works with astrology, numerology. He does natal charts. He does all that stuff. I'll put his description link, or the link in my description. I'm sorry. And then you guys can go over and see him. He's like freaking amazing. So, but anyway. So I took his method or his technique and tweaked it with tarot. So I call it the Maritarotjuana style. So I went with, you can call it numerology tarot or tarot by numbers. That's pretty cool. You got paint by numbers, so we'll call it tarot by numbers. All right. TBMs, tarot by, TBN. Anyway, so we're doing Aries read for right now. We start with the love. And remember, it's not like love. It could be your love of music, your love of business, your love of whatever. Then we'll move into career/business. Then we'll move into family or home life, okay? See how this all goes together, because it all does go together. You know, your family life affects your work life, even though it's not supposed to, it does. So anyway, let's see. So I got all these shuffled, and we still, like I said, we have a flyer, but that's going to go right back in. That just shows that whatever the love of whatever you have for is a little flighty, maybe not as stable, but that doesn't mean anything. That's good and bad. All right, let's see what we got. First card. Oh, so it's a little joker. So what that has to do is, a little joker is an internal like challenge, or not a challenge, an internal change with your love life. So maybe you're feeling differently about what you love or how you love. But let's read a little bit more into it. So some kind of big emotional internal change is going on with you in your love life, or what you love. Okay, so let's look a little deeper into this and see what we get. We have the flyer, but that's okay. It doesn't mean anything other than it's a little flighty, and that's all right. We're going to put them back in there and shuffle. Not a big deal. So what is going on with you in your love life, or the things that you love, that cause you to have an internal change? You know, maybe did some self-reflection or whatever it's called. Let's see. Because it's an internal change. It's a big internal event. You know, okay. So that is the king, and that is the king of spades. So you have some kind of opposing obstacle. Maybe you are cutting out this extra love that you love so much. You know, maybe it's the love of gardening. Maybe it's the love of, I have no clue, because it's not for me. I'm not an Aries, and I don't have an Aries in my surroundings. So what it looks like is you gave grand support to someone, but like in an opposing manner, because you know, you have some cutting out going on. So I think that whatever you cut out, or whatever you gave grand support to, gave you an internal change. Like you started looking at yourself differently, maybe your situation differently, and it's caused you to make some kind of change because you were giving support. So let's see what else is going on with this. Remember, we had some flyers, so therefore something's a little flighty. So maybe you were giving too much of support to someone, and you need to cut them out or cut it off. Okay, so let's just check a little bit deeper into this, because this is for an Aries, okay, or an Aries energy. Yeah, 4, and it's another spades. So there were some feelings, some opposing thoughts regarding this grand support that you were giving to someone for your love of whatever, whether it be, you know, planting, gardening, maybe you had an extra little something on the side, or you thought about it. There's some kind of instability that's causing you to change this yourself, this internal event that's going on. Something happened, but it's not that great. It might, you know, it had to do with something semi-negative. Maybe someone deceived you. Maybe you deceived someone else. I'm not really sure. Because right now, what we're looking at, so we have 13, Jokers are no numbers because it's just space, and 4. So you have 13, 17, that's 8. So 8th house, it looks like you're dealing, excuse me, with a Scorpio. Ooh, a motherfucker sting. So either the person that you had these opposing thoughts about, or this Scorpio had opposing thoughts about you, okay? Because your thoughts and your ideas were probably good ideas and thoughts, but you were giving grand support to the wrong person in your life. I'm not really sure what that has to do with anything. So that's for an Aries, or someone that's watching for an Aries, or someone that's involved with an Aries. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to the business/career, okay? And then we'll tie it all together. Alright, so I'm not feeling like blockages or anything like that. I'm not getting any flyers. Cards are moving loosely. So for an Aries, or if you're watching for an Aries, it's called like cross-watching, I think. If this person, this is for an Aries, okay? Or an Aries type energy, or maybe you're cross-watching for an Aries. Tapping into Aries energy. Alright, so what kind of opposing thoughts or grand support that you made a change to make these changes in your life? Okay, so we're moving on to business and career, guys, okay? Let's see what we got. So what is going on in the business and career for Aries, or Aries type energies? 5. Fives have to do with emotions. Hearts have to do with feelings, opportunities. Sometimes, though, that's not always good, because this 5 has to do with deception. So a loss, grief, sadness, you know, a support, maybe a loss of a position. Someone lied. Maybe someone deceived you with their fake support. We actually have a flyer, so that's not good. I'm going to put them back in there. So, did someone lose a job? Did someone almost lose a job? Were there deceptions going on at, you know, said job? Because this is a 5 of hearts. 5s have to do with emotions, feelings, and hearts have to do with sextiles, opportunities, love, emotions. But 5s, when you do tarot cups, you know you can throw more into it. So somebody lost something. There's some kind of grief, some kind of sadness. So maybe somebody lost their overtime. Maybe somebody lost love, support at the job. Someone was in good standing and no longer is in good standings, you know. But let's see how that happened. Let's see why that happened. What loss in your emotions? What support did Aries lose? Did someone deceive you? Are you depressed about this situation at your job? What's going on? Let's see. Cards are still, something's a little flighty. Something's up. Let's check it out. Got the 5, okay? So now let's check and see what this 5's all about. What loss, what grief, what emotions going on. We have a 2. So this has to do with and it's a 2 of clubs. So this is a learning process. Somebody else is teaching you, all right, about maybe there's some planning going on, some delays that need to happen. We're waiting for something. You have to learn from whatever emotions at work, whatever support was taken away, or maybe you took your support away from a boss. Maybe someone needs to learn about duality, how to work well as a team, because you know there is no I in team. So let's just see what's going on. Maybe somebody's wasting time, or maybe somebody's waiting till the time is right. Maybe, you know, that again, it's not for me to decide, but it could be anything. What's going on with your business slash career. And again, your business or slash career, it could be, you know, a stay-at-home mom, like me. You know, I'm not an Aries though. I'm a Virgo. It could just be at work. Maybe you're starting out your business and it's not going so great. See what's going on with all these plans and what you're supposed to learn from. Somebody's learning from something. The 10. So, somebody had a dissension, okay, which means they fell. So, maybe someone lost their job, or they fell from this emotional state of, I'm so great, I have all this support, you know, maybe. So these are your 3 cards, okay, you guys see them? Because I'm looking at my other screen. So, your first card was a 5, and that has to do with feelings, emotions, and again, this is for business or career. So this could be, you know, a stay-at-home mom, this could be a business owner, this could be anything that has to do with running businesses, what you consider your business, your home, like whatever, okay? The 5 has to do with the emotions, support, loss, sadness. So what I'm thinking is somebody lost some kind of love or support in their business setting. So maybe somebody had a downfall, because this has to do with someone else, not necessarily you. So maybe in the business you got involved with someone that, I don't want to say promised you the world, but they promised that what they were telling you was true. The support was true, when here it really wasn't. Excuse me. You had to learn about playing on a team and whatnot. And then what happens is 10, you had your dissension, okay? You fell off your high horse. You fell from grace. You know, maybe you lost your position. Maybe you were a manager and now you're just, you know, head cashier or head person or key carrier instead of manager or assistant manager. And you know, that's not always bad either. Sometimes we need delays. Sometimes we need to fall off of our high horse so we remember where we come from. You know what I mean? Or like, however you want to word that. So the zodiac sign or the energy that is surrounding this work, 10 and 2 is 12, plus 5 is 17, 1 and 7 is 8. So this, again, has to do with the Scorpio. Yo, listen, my brother is a Scorpio, and I love him. He's amazing, but he's also fucking cutthroat. And it's like, you don't want to fuck with those kind of people. So probably what happened is you taught them a lesson, and now they're pissed, and they came back, and they stripped you of your title. Something like that. You know, if it resonates with you, that's great. If not, then don't, you know, make it work. I can't wait to do private readings with this technique. I fucking love it. My kids, I did my son yesterday. He loves it. I did my cousin. She liked it. Oh, yeah. I don't want to do my husband's because I don't want to know. He don't want me to know either. Sometimes I don't like being right. You know what I mean? But anyway. So again, that energy for the business career has to do with the Scorpio energy. Them motherfuckers will slice you and dice you. Okay? They will strip you of your title, credentialing, crown, and everything. Alright? They'll even take your fucking sash right off ya. They'll rip it. They ain't gonna cut it. They're gonna rip it. And they ain't gonna ask, can they? So moving on. It's gonna be for your family life. Alright. Filling those energies for the Aries in the home life. Let's see how it's going. Ooh. Ooh. Aries. Oh, Aries, where are we? Aries. Okay, let's see how these are moving. Moving all right. All right, let's see how we're going, Aries. King of Diamonds. So, King, you have to give your grand support. Excuse me, which is, so diamonds have to do with gifts, luxuries, abilities, chimes, effort. So it looks like you need to give your grand support to someone. Now, I'm going to say that this person is a businessman. So this now, again, this actually has to do with your family life. So maybe you're the breadwinner. okay? Maybe you are the one that enjoys giving positivity and prosperity to others. Maybe you are enjoying the fruits of your labor from all that hard work that you did, and now your family can enjoy it, Let's see what's going on with this king, giving your grand support to what? Or is someone giving your grand support to you? Who's giving you luxury items? Who's giving you gifts and chimes and all different kinds of enjoyments? Let's see what's going on here. Fruits of your labor. Are you enjoying somebody else's shit? What's going on here, Aries? Let's see. We got some blockages going on here. These cards ain't moving that easy. What's going on, Aries, in the home life? Something's happening. You're giving your grand support, or somebody's giving you grand support. Somebody's living high on the hog right now. Somebody that's a hard worker. Somebody that's a businessman that enjoys the fruits of his labor, or her labor. Don't got necessarily be a man. Alright, so you got the king. Whoop. 10. Another. Look, I'm not liking all this. You got spades and clubs and oppositions and obstacles, but these are all learning experiences. So either you are giving your grand support to somebody, okay, that weighed them down, all right, or maybe you're weighed down from all of these responsibilities, and all you want to do is just enjoy the fruits of your labor. But it looks like it is the end of all these burdens or a situation. Somebody learning from something. Something's over. Something is done. Some kind of cycle has ended. And for every death of something, there's always a new beginning. So let's see what's going on with this. You gave your grand support, or somebody gave you grand support, and it burdened you or them. Somebody was weighed down, but it's a 10, so that means it's the end of a cycle. Let's see what's going on. Some kind of situation is ending. It's coming to an end. So somebody that was giving so much of their time, that was weighed down but continued to give. Let's see what that's all about. Something. Nine. So you or somebody, okay, gave you in your family life or your home life, gave you, we're going to say, like money, gifts, time, luxury stuff, maybe a car, maybe cash, all right? But whatever someone gave to you or you gave to them, remember, this is Aries. This is for an Aries reading, okay? Somebody was weighed down. Either you were weighed down, burdened, or they were weighed down and burdened by this grand support that they have been giving to someone within the family home life, okay? Minor frictions, burdens, decisions, situations that are coming to an end. And then you got the 9, okay? A 9 of clubs. Learning. Somebody's stressed, determined to finish this fucking whatever it is. Because you fell from grace, all right, because someone gave you too much grand support, or you gave too much grand support, all right, which made you fall from your fucking high horse, which basically means like you were burdened and shit. So it was too much. It was too much to handle, all right, so you fell. But from that falling, all right, you learned. Even though you were stressed out, you were determined to finish. Somebody was opposing you. There was obstacles, squares, minor frictions. It's hard work, especially in a family when you have a big family. I know all about it. So, let's see, 13 and 10 is 23 plus 9. 23 and 9, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 5, 6, 7, 38. And yes, I count on my fingers. So 38. So we take it to 11. And the 11th house is an Aquarius. Ooh, friendships, associations, ideals, and causes. So you are dealing with an Aquarius, all right? They're good people. They're loving. They have great morals and ideals. Not every single one of them, but majority of them. All right? They are ruled by Uranus. I know I'm going to have some people say, Uranus. We're not 10, guys. So, however that situation is affecting you, it is coming from an Aquarius-like energy, okay? So let's tie the love life, okay, the business and career, followed by your home family life. Let's see how these all tie together, because they do. And shout out to Dolo, to Flight Boss for showing this. He gives shout outs to tarot readers all the time. I love him. He's fantastic. He's one of my soulmates. We have a soul family. It's pretty awesome. Let me just say. I hope you watch my videos. I hope I'm doing this right too, you know. But anyway, I'm just saying. Alright, so let's wing all these three together and find out exactly how this is all working out, how this all plays together, okay? First card, an 8 of clubs. 8 of clubs, so you put your time and energy, alright, into your internal event that changed you, okay? So let's do it like this to get a better visual, alright? You put your time and energy for an internal conflict that you were changing, something within yourself, like major, like big, like you changed your ideas, your morals, your ethics, something major inside you changed, okay? Now, that was your love life, your love of, whether it be your love of life, your love life, whatever, however you want to code it, that's for you, okay? And then you had grand support that came to you, all right, but it was opposing. But even though it was opposing, it was still an obstacle. You can learn from those things, all right? You were cutting off. You learned, all right, that if you cut something off, that it's going to be okay, all right? Even though you had your opposing thoughts and your minor frictions and whatnot, okay? So you learned, 8, because you put time into learning that for the love of, all right? You also, for your emotions, for your business and career, okay? These are how they all go hand in hand. You put your time into your emotions, all right? Into the support. You found out possible deceptions because you took the time to look into that, all right? You learned that it wasn't yourself, that it was from somebody else that put you in that situation, that had to do, you learned about teamwork and waiting till the time was right, you know. And then after all that, you did fall from grace, but it was just a learning experience. You learned, you gained opportunities from that, okay? And then into your love life. So you took the time, okay? You took the time, because these are learning, hastily, fast choices. You had to make fast decisions. All right, so somebody was fucking with you in your in your home and family life. You gave all this grand support to someone, and you were stressed. You gave all the luxury, all this, all that, time, energy, wealth, abilities, charms, chimes, everything you gave to your family, which is great. But then because of all that, you were burdened, you were stressed, and you felt as if you had a dissension. You fell from your high horse because you were stressed. Because of all these learning processes, you were burdened. You didn't take the time out. But you also rose above, because it was a 9. Okay, so it was an ascension. So you rose above all of those obstacles and minor frictions and squares and stress. And you were determined to make it all work, because family is number 1 for you, apparently. I'm the same way. So because you took the time to do that, okay? Also, the 7s have to do with knowledge received, wisdom received, or given. So you had the knowledge, okay? You took the time and you gained knowledge, all right, for information gained, curiosities, you up into a person, place, or a thing. So you now know, you are aware in all of the situations what's going on. One more. 3, so in your surroundings, like I just said, all right? I think what's going on is that you put too much time and energy because you receive knowledge and information, right? But you kind of went about it in the wrong way. You went astray. You went elsewhere. See, you were making feeling-based decisions, so you weren't feeling secure and whatnot, so you strayed. Now, that doesn't mean that you went and slept with someone, but it means you went elsewhere to find solace, to find contentment, to, you went elsewhere. You went into your surroundings. You didn't go to your family, to your job, to your home life. You went elsewhere. You sought comfort elsewhere. Maybe you went out and enjoyed time with your friends. Maybe you went out for a drink or two. But it is the end of an emotional cycle that's coming. Now, with all that being said, the energy that's involving all of this, so we got 8 and 7, that's 15, 16, 17, 18. You break that down, that's 9. That's the 9th house. So the 9th house is a Sagittarius. This has to do with higher learning, which that makes sense. Which you have to go out and obtain that. It's like common sense stuff, not necessarily book smarts. Philosopher of life. So this person that you sought counsel for in your surroundings is a Sagittarius energy. They are ruled by Jupiter. It's the 9th house, so it's higher learning, traveling abroad. So you went out and searched for whatever it was. So all I can really say to you, Aries, is stay focused on what you love, but not too focused, okay? That's for your love life, or what you love. As far as your business/career, you really need to do teamwork. You really need to be able to communicate with your coworkers. That's a big, big problem, especially with Aries. Aries will just fucking shut it down, okay? Don't do that. People are they're open to listening, receiving information, but you just got to say it, okay? You can do all that. And then at your home life, no matter if families are dysfunctional, healthy, not so healthy, they're family. You can cut your ties to your family to a certain extent. You can't completely get rid of them. I mean, you can, but I wouldn't do that. I would just learn how to deal with them, okay? Because you need support, and you can distance yourself from the negative side of bad things, okay? So just try to work on that. But that's all I got for you, and thanks for watching, and I hope it was fairly accurate for you, Aries. You can always comment below, and just so you know, if it's rude comments, I'm going to fucking delete you and block you. So that's all I got for y'all. Deuces.